Welcome, dear learners. Dear learners, the performance of any productive system can be measured by two factors: efficiency and effectiveness. Being efficient means the system uses the input in a right way. Effectiveness, on the other hand, is concerned with producing right kind of output possessing the desired characteristics. So, in order to achieve the high level of performance, only knowledge and skill are not needed. It is the another component, attitude, which is of equally importance in achieving the high level of performance. So, in this video, we will learn the concept of attitude and why it is important for the personal as well as professional development of every individual. Now, coming to the concept of attitude. Attitude are the evaluative statements, either favorable or unfavorable, concerning objects, people, or events. Attitudes reflect how one feels about something. When I say I like my job, reflects my feeling about my job. When he feels underpaid, reflects his feelings about his pay. Attitude actually is a psychological tendency that is expressed by evaluating a particular entity with some degree of favor or disfavor. It is a general and enduring positive or negative feeling about some person, object, or issue. Attitudes are acquired from parents, teachers, and peers. A person can have thousands of attitudes. Many a times we imitate the attitudes of those whom we admire or whom we respect. Now, there are various factors that determine our attitude. Environment plays a very important role in determining our attitude. It may contain home, which may have positive or negative influences, school and college where there is a lot of peer pressure, work environment may have supportive or overcritical supervisors, media, cultural background, religious background, traditions, beliefs, social and political environment. Second one is the experience. Our attitude change according to our experiences with different people. If I have a very positive experience with an individual, I am likely to hold positive attitude towards him. And third is the education. Education also plays a very important role, that is whether a person has got qualification from a local school or local college or from very good institution, so that is forming his or her attitude. Attitude contributes to one's success. Here I would like to mention a study attributed to Harvard University. That study says that if a person gets a job or promotion, 85% of the time it is because of his or her attitude, and 15% of the time it is because of his experience or knowledge about specific facts and figures. So a person can have thousands of attitude, and attitudes are very difficult to measure as compared to the cognitive objective. In case of say cognitive question, if I say what is the normal temperature of human body, if you say it is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, he or she will get 1 mark. But if I ask somebody, do you like mathematics? Now, unlike the first question, this question cannot have a unique answer which can be designated in advance, because for matters of personal preferences, the same answer cannot be for everybody. Rather, we can specify the degree of preferences. That is, how well do you like to study mathematics? Love it, like it, indifferent, dislike it, hate it. Now, in organizations, attitudes are important because they affect job behavior. As I said, a person can have thousands of attitude, but organizational behavior focuses our attention to only a very limited number of job related attitude. There are three job related attitude. One is the job satisfaction, which refers to an individual's general attitude towards his or her job. A person with a high level of job satisfaction holds positive attitude towards the job. So if a person is highly satisfied with his job, then there will be less absenteeism, and he or she would like to join institution or organization next day also. Job involvement. It is the degree to which a person identifies with his or her job, actively participates in it, and considers his or her performance important to self-worth. So a person who shows his involvement with the job would try to be within the organization. Third is the organizational commitment. It is an individual's orientation towards the organization in terms of loyalty, identification, and involvement. So a person who is less motivated or who is less committed is likely to see himself as an outsider, whereas a person who is highly committed would maintain his relationship in the organization. Now the question is, how attitudes are formed? Attitudes are formed by a variety of forces, including our personal values, our experiences, and our personalities. Now here I would like to share the importance of open communication and feedback in the formation of attitude. Now there are four blocks. One is the area of free activity, another is the blind area, third one is the hidden or avoided area, fourth one is the unknown area. Now this is the first area, that is area of free activity. This block contains information that you know about yourself and that others also know about you. Okay. The second one is the blind area, that is how willing you are to listen to feedback. Do you get feedback? Because this area is not known to you, it is known to others. The hidden area or the avoided area, how trusting you are of those with whom you, I would say, associate. And the fourth is the unknown area. Now if you increase this area of free activity, automatically the blind area and the hidden area would get reduced and unknown area would be very negligible. So you have to be open with everybody. Now coming to how attitudes get changed. One is halo effect, or the reverse halo effect also influence our attitudes. When halo effect is operating, we assume that a person has a trait we view positively, all other traits must be positive, and vice versa in case of reverse halo effect. Stress also causes attitudinal changes. If there is death of a pet in a family, or say one is transferred to other organization, there is lot of stress and his attitude towards promotion or transfer is affected. New information may change attitude. For example, one individual has joined your organization, and by looking at his personality and his name, you make some negative attitude about him. But after working with him for about 3 or 4 days, you have found that this guy is a very social person, very jovial, and he is very supportive, so you change your attitude towards him. Fourthly, when object of attitude becomes less important or relevant to a person. For example, I am working in a private organization and my medical facility is not up to the mark and I am criticizing, and my spouse joins some government organization and I shift to the medical facility offered by the government organization. So in that case, my attitude towards medical facility of my organization becomes very less, very negligible. Now the question is how to stay positive in a tough working environment, because during work we get number of bullets from all angles, bullets that contains other people's behavior, negative work environment, negative worldview, changing environment, past experiences, and determinism theory, and you are likely to hit by these bullets. Now, let us explain in brief. Negative work environment. You might have observed dog eat dog, everyone fighting to get ahead. No one appreciates your contributions. Too much work, not enough help. Deadlines are unrealistic. Longer hours, additional work, budget constraints, competition is eating us alive, and poor management and poor direction to the subordinates. The job insecurity is also there. Now, other people's behavior. Clams, a shellfish which refuses to talk, walking wounded, person who plays very dirty game, he tries to seek approval of his or her choice, bulldozers, exploders, brown nosers, gossips, whiners. A whiner is a person who always complains in a quarrelsome tone. Backstabbers betray you behind. Patronizers, snipers, always finding fault. Controllers, complainers, stuffers. Now, changing environment. Why? Why change? Because people resist change. The only person who always likes change is a wet baby, because challenges are our paradigms. Change alters the way we think. Change makes life more difficult for a while. Change causes stress, but you must remember that change is an ongoing fact of life. Past experiences with different people, like these are some of the experiences, past experiences. Yes. Media frenzy. A recent statistic, crime down 20% in America, reporting up 600%. Look at what you are looking at. It means media also plays a role in giving, you can say, wrong figures. Determinism theory. One is the genetic. My grandparents did it to me. That is inherited state. Psychic. My parents did it to me while upbringing. Environmental. My spouse, my boss, the company, the economy, etc. is doing this to me. Now, life's little question is, are some people just born positive thinkers, or is it their choice? Now, you have to choose the right luggage, whether you want to dodge the bullets or you want to be bulletproof. Now, the problem with dodging bullets is that you are going to get hit at one point or the other. While wearing bulletproof armor, you are safe. So, bulletproof armor comes from self change. And for putting on the armor, bulletproof armor, you need to change three things. Firstly, change your attitude. That will change your behavior and that will change your thinking. So, dear learners, attitude plays a very important role in the professional and the personal development of an individual. Thank you.